So, when I was a little kid, my family actually had to go abroad to different places a lot. Mostly Japan. I used to live there for 6.5 years, some of them in international school. I used to live in the States for a while as well. And moving around these different places, I actually got very intrigued about different cultures. And I think that's actually how I found out that in a way, I'm more curious about things that other people aren't necessarily interested in as much. Moving on to high school, I actually stayed in Korea for most of my time, and given South Korea's very competitive educational system, I guess you could say it kind of got in my head and it affected my personality. I was very ambitious. I was a very dominant person back then. In a way, you could say I was almost aggressive to my peers. During my high school years, I got ill and I had to eventually drop out of high school because of it. I actually got to revisit my own values, my passions, what it really is that I really want to know about. And I discovered that those really ambitious, aggressive characteristics aren't really much of my own, but what I'm more interested in was actually helping other people and making sure that they get all the support they need to reach their fullest potential and finding out who they are. I naturally came up with a question for myself, and the question was, or what is it that I'm actually passionate about? What is it that I actually want to pursue in terms of my career goals? But in the end, the answer that I reached was that I really wanted to be a person that is able to help others grow their passion. Moving to the business school, I also asked myself the same thing. Okay, when it comes to business, what do I think is a position that can help people in a very fundamental level? Of course, there's a lot of different areas in business that are important to any business organization. But for me, the most fundamental aspect was the people. To be in a position that can make sure these people can reach their full potential was the ideal pathway that I wanted to go for. That was actually why I got very interested into human resources, and I would ideally like to either go into the HR field as a consultant or even further my academic professions as a industrial or organizational psychologist.